Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining and thanks for having me here to share about our findings in educational funding that we have. My name is Reza. I'm assistant professor at Florida Polytechnic University, Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. And today I'm going to talk about a project proposal that was submitted, funded, and delivered and reported about 2 weeks ago. So that's very new, and we are so happy for that. That's educational research, so it is not pure research activity. It's just about what we have done, what we proposed, and what was the observation and the outcomes. So basically, we learned that there are lots of opportunities in cybersecurity. Maybe one of the main gaps in cybersecurity is workforce, right? So based on this discussion, we tried to write down a proposal in cybersecurity workforce development and training, and that was accepted. And it does have several activities inside the project, and after we will talk about the observation and outcomes of this project, and also the challenges, anticipated barriers, and finally the next steps. So, the current cybersecurity job market. Based on the emerging technology that do have, like Internet of Things, or autonomous vehicle, smart grid, we do need lots of, we do need some digitalizations, and we do need to emerge more communications and cyber interfaces to our systems, right? And also, as time goes, we do have more frequency of the cyber attacks, and also more complicated ones. So we do need cybersecurity specialists, and this is something that we do have a lack in the industry. Here you can see, based on cyber observations, you can see the different levels of the job openings in different states in the United States. So we can see the California, Texas, Colorado, Illinois, Virginia, Florida, New York are having lots of job openings in cybersecurity. And for example, in Florida, it's about 34,000 jobs available right now. And that is for a period of time between May 2022 to April 2023. In national-wise, in the same period of time, we had about 600,000 job opened in cybersecurity. So that's very important area, and that's important to have this workforce development gap be worked and also try to address the gap. But how we can address this workforce gap? We come up with 5 modules. One of them is curriculum. Maybe we should have a better curriculum, a more specific, designated curriculum for cybersecurity. But we do have 2 of them in Florida Polytechnic University. I'm going to talk about it. We should have a more focus on hands-on experience for our students. Some support, it can be financials, it can be just more meetings, more discussions about cybersecurity, the job opportunities, and also for immediate workforce development, we should have some solutions as well. So I'm going to talk about the project and how we deal with these 5 modules that we propose here. At Florida Polytechnic University, we do have 2 cybersecurity tracks. One of them is an engineering program, and that is cybersecurity engineering. It's more into cyber physical security, right? And it's more into the physical systems like power system, industrial control system, and so on. So it's hardware and software. And the other one is the concentration on the computer science department, and the name is information assurance and cybersecurity concentration. It's more into IT and software. We have about 200 or more, I'm not sure about the exact number. We have more than 200 students in the concentration, and we currently have more than 20 students in cybersecurity engineering program. Cybersecurity engineering program is developed by Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering, and it is a joint work between us and Computer Science Department. So, we got the funding from Florida Center and the Florida Department of Education to address the gap and promote and enhance our cybersecurity tracks that we have at Poly. The grant amount was $450,000, and the duration was about 1 year. Because of some revision that we made, we had even shorter period of time. It was maybe about 6 or 7 months. It was very challenging to start and finish. So for that, as you can see, we have a table of listing of activities based on promoting and enhancing the cybersecurity track. We have activities like talk series, trainings, and so on. I'm going to talk about each of them here. Before moving forward, we definitely need to have more insights from industries, right? Because we want to train our students based on this industry's standards, industry practices. So that's why we established our cybersecurity curriculum advisory board during the project. So with that, we invited people from academia and industry and get lots of insight about our curriculum and also what we can do to do best for our students, how we can make our students more competent in the job markets of cybersecurity. For example, we discussed about the lack of faculties and instructors in cybersecurity. We had always difficulties to hire ones. And also we discussed about how we can connect to different industries to have more students sending in as an intern or job market. And also the importance of the accreditation under national security agencies, and also the different softwares and hardware skills that students need to know to become more competent for their job. So these are something that we discussed, and it was under the activities of the cybersecurity curriculum. And the other thing that we did was the faculty training and certification. We had about 6 faculties to be part of this effort, and that was about certification and training. We had on-campus training for our faculties, 6 or 8. And for the training we had 8 faculties, and for the certification we had 6 faculties who got certified in cybersecurity, ISA2, and also EC Council. And also this effort is still ongoing. So we have also faculties registered for more advanced certification like ISA2, CISSP for taking the certification later. The other thing that we did, we discussed with our university administration to learn more about the shortages that we have at Poly. We learned that although it is very important area, cybersecurity engineering, but we do not have many students in it. Maybe we didn't have enough advertisement. So that's why from the grant, we paid a film company to make a kind of advertisement videos, and that was about both cybersecurity engineering and also the concentration of the cybersecurity. And the film is here, but I do not think that we do have any K-12 students, right? I don't think we have. It was supposed to be having, right? So it can be shared through our admission office with the outreach that they do to K-12 schools, and also if they have any type of events, it's going to be shared, so we will have more visibility in this area. And also, that is also good for our own students to know about the differences between the cybersecurity concentration and the engineering program. I do not think if you can hear anything, right? The other thing that we have done was the hands-on experience. So we try to integrate more problem project-based learning to our courses that are relevant to cybersecurity. We asked our faculties, 6 faculties, to work on more project-based learning, like assignments, redo the assignments, the projects, and inserted in their courses. And you can see at least 9 courses listed here that are mainly for the concentration of cybersecurity on the computer science. So they have already worked on that, and we have a better hands-on experience for our students from now on. The other thing that we have done, and what this is still ongoing, is a cybersecurity lab. For this project, we could convince our university administration authorities to give us an allocated cybersecurity lab just for cybersecurity tracks that we do have. So with that was very good news for us because we could have our students going to the same lab that was designated for these things. Why it is important? Because, for example, if they want to practice any ethical hacking things, we do need to isolate the network from the university, right? So we purchased, for example, one of the purchases was the server that you can see here, and we can enable the class of ethical hacking or any other cybersecurity labs to become possible in this specific lab. Besides that, since we wanted to have more physical cybersecurity and physical things, we purchased lots of PLCs and also the physical manufacturing processes to add more components of physical to the lab. Here you can see the cybersecurity engineering flowchart. That's the flowchart that you can see, and I don't think it is doable, but on the top you can see a sequence that we call it the design sequence, and then we have more experimental and laboratory-based courses. So with that, we the first year, in the freshman year, we have two of those lab courses that are in common for everybody. In the second year, we have it for different engineering and also for the science programs. In the first semester, we have it just for electrical and computer engineering and also and cybersecurity engineering. In the second semester, we do have it for electrical engineering, the semester one in sophomore is for all engineering, and for the second semester in the sophomore year, we have it for electrical and computer and cybersecurity. In the third year, it's our focus, cybersecurity lab, cybersecurity design lab 1 and lab 2. This is something that we are working right now to develop more experiments relevant to the cybersecurity that can be used for our lab. But that's going to be started from next fall. So in the cybersecurity design lab, we will have more SCADA relevant and industrial control system. And in cybersecurity lab, we will have more hands-on experience relevant to identify, detect, protect, and respond to any cyber anomalies. And of course, we do have some supports for that. We decided to allocate some money for our certificate degree named Coding for Data Analytics. It can be a very potential pipeline for students in it. We have, I think, more than 100 students in that program. It can be a good pipeline for these students to go to cybersecurity engineering program or cybersecurity concentration. So whoever from these students took a course, and you can see the courses names here, in summer, it was about 105 students got a scholarship to take these courses successfully. And we just wanted to encourage them to become a cybersecurity specialist. And also we had a talk series at Poly, and that was about cybersecurity as well. We invited 3 distinguished speakers from academia and industry, and they come and share their thoughts and findings in cybersecurity in different areas. For example, the first one was power system, Internet of Things, and also the different contexts in government's application emerging topics in cybersecurity. I think everyone knows the third speaker, right? And so that was very interesting experience because the students very love it. And we engaged with our student organization, IEEE, and also a student cybersecurity club. That spread the word, and we had more students coming to these activities. And based on the survey results that we got from these time series, we learned that the students really love it, and we hopefully will even continue after the cycle of this project. The other thing that we did was about the job opportunities for our students. We directly worked with a career service department. So we shared our information with them about the cybersecurity driven companies and the groups. So as a result, we developed a flyer that is in the university right now. That includes some brief information about cybersecurity tracks that we have, plus some of the recommended practice for these areas. And also we are developing currently an online platform for our students in cybersecurity, how to become a better applicant for cybersecurity jobs. Besides that, we have some companies that are eager to be part of our career fairs and also interview our students and share the information with them. So these are all about the job opportunities and about the immediate workforce development. Whatever I have included in talk so far is about maybe we can use it forever, right? For example, the labs, you can use it for maybe 10 years, 20 years, whatever. Or the faculty training, or these things are long term, but for short term, because we do have a lack right now, lack of workforces right now, we decided to have training and certification support for our students. As a part of the training, we partnered with Science Engineering Lab, and they give us a training. We had lots of discussion how to manage the contents that are more relevant and the good level for our students. And we decided to cover the NIST cybersecurity framework concept of identify, detect, protect, respond, and recover in the training. It was a 3-day training, and that was really amazing for us because the time of this training was 1 week before the final exams last semester. And we got double number of students that we had the seats for. We had about 25 seats available, and actually that was very costly training for us, and we couldn't have more than this. But students, although they had a final exam, they registered about 54, but unfortunately we couldn't have provided the seats for all of them, right? So we just use a first come, first served basis, and also just to make sure they will be coming and no one's seats will be just empty. We just added more kind of efforts, for example, collecting the badges for the training, just to make sure that they will be definitely coming, right? So that was about this, and it was very good experience based on the student survey that we got. The other thing that we supported was the certification in cybersecurity. We recommended cybersecurity certified from ICS Squared and also CompTIA Security Plus to our students. And actually that challenge was started from the beginning of summer by end of July, that we registered our students, give them the chance, and they were all included to our Canvas, which is our learning management system. So they had about bi-weekly activity report that was about the registration for each of these two certification, and then how they're gonna manage it, how they plan to be prepared for their exam, and how what was their experience after the exam. So based on that, we had from 34 registered students during the summer, we had 30 students certified in ICS Squared and 17 certified in CompTIA Security Plus. And based on the numbers, these numbers is not going to be very high, but what just imagine our school is having, I think, 1,600 maximum number of students. So these numbers are really good numbers for us. And that's about the survey that we received from our students in terms of their feedback about the total certification support, and how they're recommended to other students and other peers. And it's not there just to show how good we are, and just putting there just to show that the students appreciated you if you for this type of event, for this type of efforts, because it is really irrelevant to their future, right? This is very important, and I'm so happy to be part of this activity. About observation and outcomes, in case someone else from other universities wants to kind of do the same thing, a grant writing, and then have a project done, it's really good idea to have a regular communication and meeting with the university administration, just to know the shortages and their strength. And based on that, they can make a plan and write a proposal. So, and also it is good idea to have some training sessions, because based on our reports, the students really love the training that is organized by the industry. And also engagement with registered student organization, that in our case was IEEE and Cybersecurity Club, is very important, because we can have more students attending to our events that we are supporting. And then about the challenges and anticipated barriers, the main barrier with this project, not just for us, for everyone that was funded in the state of Florida, was the cycle. It was 1 year. So it's better to have at least 2 years of funding, so in that case we can see the impact. And the other thing that is important is, for this type of educational grants, coordinating the project between several offices is not easy, right? There might be some regular communication, and also some maybe project or task management tool to cover everything and finish everything on time. For this specific project, we had about 90 tasks to be completed, because every activity does have their own subtasks, right? Some of them are sequential, some of them are not. But that is really difficult to do it. And the last one that was really challenging for us was the purchases lead time and also legal progress. So in case you want to do it in your institute, it's a good idea to have multiple plans for purchases. For example, I remember when I wanted to purchase PLCs, because of the semiconductor shortages, we talked to several companies, and we learned that maybe it is possible to go with them, but after some place they told us the lead time for our products is 1 year, so we cannot go for it, right? So it's a good idea to have multiple plans for this. The next step after that is we're going to talk about the sustainability and scalability of this. So right now we are trying to develop the cybersecurity lab and make it working by next fall. And then the other thing is we are ready to make it maybe available for any competition or events or hackathon projects or ethical hacking, if that can be possible from now on. And also, as I said, since talks at Florida Poly was very welcome with our students, we want to have more of these talks available, and we may have more opportunities for supporting our students to get certified in cybersecurity. And about the scalability, I'm part of IEEE, and specifically IEEE Power and Energy, and in cybersecurity section, we have already discussed and have some panels moderating and also being panelists about what we can do for solving the education and workforce development in power and energy industry, but it definitely is a good idea to have it in a more general idea of cybersecurity workforce development. And also we are writing educational papers to share our thoughts and experience with a bigger group of people and scholars. So last but not least, this is a list of the people and entities, organizations, and offices who work with us to complete this project. Dr. Elish, the project co-PI, the department chairs of electrical computer engineering and computer science, the different offices that help us to complete this project, and also our student branches, Schweiz Engineering Lab, India Atlantic firms, our great speakers, and our advisory boards, Cyber Florida and the Florida Department of Education. That's great to be part of this talk, and if there's any question, we'll be happy to answer.
I saw in the slides you mentioned cybersecurity workshops. How exactly would one go about signing up for those and like finding them?
That was, I think, your Florida Polytechnic student, right?
Yeah.
We had it last year in April. Hopefully, if we have more fundings later, we will repeat it. But at this moment, the project cycle was completed. It was also reported at the end of August. So, but hopefully, we'll have more fundings. State of Florida and other federal agencies learn about the importance of education and workforce development in this area. So, I'm hoping more opportunities will be coming.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
So, is there a way to maybe ahead of time, like assuming hopefully that more funding would get on, that we could like put ourselves out there that we would like to participate in that project next time?
We definitely communicate with our students, and we have several offices to share the files, and also we will have the student organization under, like I agree that you are definitely a member of it. So in that case, we will definitely hear about that. But our recommendation to our students is, not just our students in other institutes, these are very, I would say, very challenging efforts, right? Working with several offices, so many entities is not easy, right? We do it for you because we know you are very valuable. So in case you see this type of opportunities, please embrace the opportunity and go be part of it. Any other questions? Yes.
If I'm a computer science student right now and I'm interested in the cybersecurity concentration, what can I do to learn more information or get involved with the cybersecurity program?
Based on our thousands researches that we have done, if you want to get the certifications, if you have a little bit networking background, maybe it's better idea to have a computer security plus certification. That is, I believe by the senior year, it's a good idea to get certified from this organization. But in terms of the courses and the labs, I believe from this fall we have much more project-based learning modules in our courses. It's about 9 courses that were just rebuilt, right? So you learn more from cybersecurity with good hands-on.